Hey friends, Cinema Recapped here. Today I will explain to you a 2020 Chinese drama romance movie named Oversized Love. The movie starts with a woman called Alice who jobs as a photographer. Alice has her own photo studio at home and numerous people use her services. She often handles photo shoots for models with gorgeous faces and perfect bodies, making her feel insecure because she is a fat woman and a normal face. Even the people around her often ostracized her because her body was too fat. Alice has tried to lose weight in various ways. Nonetheless, these efforts have not yielded any results at all, so she thinks that all her efforts are in vain. As a photographer, Alice always keeps up with trends and celebrity news that is going viral. Alice turns out to have a typical ideal man and her idol, a handsome actor and model called Huang. While reading an article about Huang, Alice discovers out that Huang's ideal type of woman is beautiful and weighs no more than 45 kilograms. Because her weight far exceeds that number, Alice immediately feels down and is pessimistic about pursuing Huang's love. Alice's best buddy, a woman named Zhao, said that she shouldn't have to worry about her weight and think too much about Huang because she already has Han, her best friend who is also handsome and always nice to her. Han had been friends with Alice since they were in elementary school. Han, who now works as a singer and music producer who is quite popular, still has a very close friendship with Alice. Zhao then recommends that Alice date Han, but Alice refuses because she only sees Han as a friend. Even so, deep down, she had expected Han to be her boyfriend. But Alice then understood that Han certainly wouldn't want to have a girlfriend who was fat like her. Han and Alice had a routine together, where they would go to work out on Saturdays. Zhao then remembered Alice of her routine and Alice rushed off to meet Han. The scene then switches and shows a flashback of where Han and Alice first met. At that time, their schoolmates often bullied the fat Han, and he did not dare to fight them. Alice then arrives and upholds Han from his bullies. From then on, they became friends and became very close. Alice is also the first to recognize Han's musical talent and encourage him to fulfill his dream of becoming a musician. Turning to the present, Alice and Han were seen exercising jointly, but half an hour later, Alice was exhausted and lying on the grass. After exercising, Alice and Han went into their habit of appreciating street food and eating all the food they wanted. Many people seem surprised to see Alice, who can eat dishes with portions that exceed ordinary people. Even so, Han, who was following to her, didn't mind her eating habits of eating large portions of food and always treating her. Even Han always told Alice to be more confident with who she was because, in his eyes, Alice was a gorgeous woman. After that, Alice and Han decided to go shopping. Because of her weight, buying new clothes has always been a frightening specter for Alice. Alice seemed interested in a gorgeous white dress and wanted to try it on. But because Alice was too fat, the dress's buttons were torn. So she had to buy it because it was considered to have damaged the dress. Han then asked Alice about the things she wanted for her birthday. Alice openly tells Han that she wants to date a handsome man on her birthday. On the way home, Alice discovers a rabbit that is injured. She felt sorry and decided to take the rabbit home and treat the wound. However, unbeknownst to Alice, the rabbit's eyes gleamed strangely. The next morning, Alice was surprised by the large number of people gathered in front of her house, where they intended to rent a photo studio to do a photo shoot of a popular artist who was none other than Huang. Alice then felt very happy because she could meet her idol artist directly. She initially thought that it was all a dream, but Huang really came and stood before her. Huang then told Alice that she had beautiful eyes and was very suitable to be a model if she had an ideal weight. Alice then felt very flattered to hear Huang's words. After that, she accidentally overheard when Huang's assistant warned him not to get close to Alice because her fat and unattractive stature would negatively impact Huang's popularity. Because of that, Alice was inferred to lose weight so that she could be next to Huang. Alice was on a very strict diet and worked out even harder. However, her efforts were still vain because she had only lost 2 pounds. That night, Alice, feeling frustrated and desperate, suddenly saw the rabbit she was helping jump up and down towards the door, as if attempting to direct her somewhere. She rushed to follow the rabbit, leading her to an old uninhabited house. After entering there, her body was magically absorbed under the floor of the house, and she was suddenly in an entirely different world. Alice then meets a mysterious old man who gives a magic potion that is claimed to be able to grant her wishes. After getting out of there and returning home, Alice then took a sip of the magic potion and went to sleep. On the next day, Alice was surprised to find out the big change in herself, where now her body became thinner and more wonderful. Alice thought it was just a dream, but it really happened. She then received a call from Huang's assistant asking her to come to Huang's place and submit the photos taken some time ago. As all of her clothes became too big, she ended up wearing the white dress she bought, and now it looks so fitting after losing a lot of weight. Alice's neighbors didn't recognize her, and the men who saw her appeared mesmerized by her beauty. Arriving at Huang's place, Alice instantly met Huang's assistant. But Huang, who was also there, seemed to be mesmerized by Alice's beauty and praised her. Not long after, unexpectedly Alice's breasts and hands enlarged. Knowing that she would soon change, she rushed away from there. Alice drank the magic potion again that night, and her body became slim. Han, who came to Alice's house, noticed the change, but didn't seem too enthusiastic because he didn't like Alice's instant change. Alice then tells Han about a magic potion given by an old man and discovers out that the changes she undergoes only last for 10 hours. Even so, Alice still plans to drink the potion because she wants to win Huang's love, her ideal man and idol. Han's buddy, who saw Alice's change, then asked her to be a model. On the other hand, Han plans to release the new album and make a music video. His agency recruited Huang as a model in Huang's music video, but Huang objected to the female model being considered less gorgeous. When Alice came to see Han, Huang saw her and was fascinated, then asked the director to make Alice as a model for the video clip. Han, of course, didn't agree with it, but the director liked the idea, so Han was forced to agree. In the following few weeks, Huang and Alice seemed to be getting closer, and the chemistry that existed when they had to do intimate scenes was very good and invited the admiration of numerous people, except for Han, who looked annoyed and jealous. An irritated Han even followed Alice and Huang, who went on a date to the cinema and had dinner at a restaurant. Alice intended to go home because it was getting late, but Huang forced her to join the party with him and his friends. So Alice was forced to comply. Nonetheless, not long after, Alice noticed that her hands were getting bigger, so she rushed to the toilet. Alice went in there to hide while crying over her body changing back to fat. Huang and his companions were waiting for Alice's arrival because she had been in the toilet for too long, then followed her to the toilet. Knowing that Alice must have returned to her normal body, Han rushed to find her while carrying a masked costume so that she could escape from there without being caught by Huang and the others. When he was about to take Alice out of there, Han seemed to greet some fat women thoughtful. Seeing this, Huang advised Han to hang out with beautiful women with ideal bodies to not spoil his image. Hearing Huang's words, Alice felt sad and dissatisfied because Huang only judged someone from their physical appearance, not from their heart. Han then drove Alice home, where he then said that she had changed a lot, unlike the Alice he knew. Han says that Alice can get any man she wants without changing her impression and being who she is. Alice knew that Han's words weren't meant to be because he had also been like the others, refusing to be friends with her because of her fat body, even though at that time Alice had fallen in love with Han. But hearing his words, Alice felt hurt and buried deep in her love for Han. After that, Han told his friend that he had fallen in love with Alice, but he heard from her companions that Alice doesn't have any feelings for him and only sees him as a friend. One night, while Han was having dinner with his music director and crews, he met Huang and fought with him because of Alice. Han then asks Alice if she isn't curious about Huang's reaction when he finds out the real Alice on the way home. Nonetheless, Alice just looked down as she revealed that Han used to act like that when they were still in junior high school. Han immediately felt guilty hearing Alice's words, and his eyes glowed strangely like the rabbit that Alice had previously saved. Alice and Huang then have dinner together, where Alice asks him what he thinks if her body becomes fat one day. However, Huang instead talked about himself and his life. Alice, who did not want Huang to leave her because of her fat body, returned to the old house and asked for a magic potion to permanently make her gorgeous and slim. The mysterious old man then gives the magic potion but warns her of the big consequences she must face. Blinded by the desire to be Huang's girlfriend, Alice rushed to take the magic potion and agreed to all the conditions. Alice instantly drank the magic potion, and at the same time, Huang started to lose his memories of Alice. On the day of the music video's release, Alice walked over to the place where the press conference was being held, but everyone seems to avoid it. Alice tried to talk to Huang, but Huang looked away and ignored her. The reporters then surrounded Alice and condemned her of having plastic surgery on her body to get close to Huang. Huang said that he had been in a serious relationship with another woman and had no relationship with Alice to save his image. Huang's fans then poured water on Alice's body because they thought Alice was a liar and her glamour was not natural. Amidst the chaos, Han comes to Alice's rescue and takes her away from there. Alice understood that Han didn't know her at all and helped her because she saw Alice was having a hard time. Alice then took out her cell phone, trying to show Han that they were once friends. But her face in the photo seemed to fade and she was crying hysterically. Han determined Alice was shocked and asked her to hurry home and rest. Not long after, when Huang came to her house, Alice finally realized that Huang had only been using her for his personal gain. Alice rushes over to Han's place and notices that her photo is starting to fade totally, indicating that Han may never remember her again. She realized that she still loved Han and lied to her own feelings all this time. Alice went back to the old man and begged that everything be returned to the way it was. Since Alice had realized her defeat, the old man finally gave her one last chance and granted her wish. Alice, who is now fat again, rushes to find Han's whereabouts, and when she hears Han call her name and recognize her, she cries happily because everything is back to normal. Alice understood that she had made a mistake by pretending to be someone else to gain Huang's love, even though she still loved Han very much deep down. The movie terminates by showing the relationship between Han and Alice 1 year later, where they have now become lovers. Both of them still often enjoy street food and eat as they want. But now, Alice has organized to lose weight and become an ideal slim woman, while Han has gained quite a bit of weight. Even so, the two still lust each other, no matter what. And the end. If you are a lover of similar content like this, take a look at my various videos, and if you love it, please burst the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash the notification horn. Take sight of you in the next video.